Peter, it's been a slow week. Video game news has been kind of not really doing much lately, but Smash came out, and it's a thing.
That's why it's a slow news week. Everyone's playing Smash.
Pretty much. But our review for the game was pretty positive, but that was based purely on the single-player component of the game itself. So we decided for this week's Impulse, we would give our online impressions of Smash's multiplayer.
And, oh boy!
Man, oh man!
There's some impressions.
I said this before we started talking, that Nintendo, they always release such great games, but for whatever reason, for like a decade now, they just can't wrap their heads around multiplayer.
I mean, Mario Kart has decent enough online, but for the most part, yeah, their games just are... I don't even know what era they're from. Quake had better online in 1996.
From the get-go on launch night, it was pretty laggy, at least from the brief hour or so I tried it out for. You could feel the lag. There was a big enough delay that I was like, alright, I'm not going to bother with this until maybe this is patched. And ever since then, it's been pretty hit and miss, from what I understand.
I had signed up for the free trial since I forgot that was a thing, and I missed the first few days, but I played it before the patch came out, and it was okay. Like, I had a few matches that were pretty good, and then some that were bad. And then after the patch, it's basically been the same. Maybe the lag's a little worse, but then when the games are good, they're really good. So, I don't know. It's kind of all up in the air and then all in the dirt.
It all boils down to the matchmaking, and how the matchmaking sort of prioritizes players. And the way it goes about it, in previous games, it prioritized, from my understanding, it prioritized rules and match types. Whereas in Smash Ultimate, it prioritizes the connection speed.
Which should be better, but somehow...
In theory, that's probably like an okay idea if maybe you combine that with the elements of mixing that in with preferences of rule types and stuff like that, but they don't. It's just, from my understanding, it's purely based on your connection. So because of that, you'll have matches where you set up all your rule types for no items, stuff like that, and then you get thrown into like free-for-all matches with items, simply because the connection was better.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess they just want people to play, and they're saying, whatever, just play, deal with it. But I don't understand. In Smash Wii U and 3DS, there were two options that were clearly, this has items, this doesn't have items.
And it's just weird to me that, like, a paid online service for the biggest Switch release of the year, and there are less features now in that game.
One of the pro Smash players, Zero, he was talking about how for the Elite Battles option, which unlocks once you get your global Smash power to a specific threshold, there's just even less options. And in his exact words, really hate how when I'm playing Elite Battles, I get forced into a free-for-all or teams match with items sometimes, even though it's clearly meant to be a competitive online mode, and it doesn't give me the option to quit or leave, and if I do, I get banned.
That's the most asinine thing ever.
It baffles me that there's no pre-game screen that says this is a connection type, this is the type of match we're setting up for you, that you could decline.
It's the most on-brand Nintendo thing ever.
And even if you were to put aside, say, whatever, the matchmaking's always been hit or miss, there's like nothing to the online. Even the friends lobby thing, or whatever you want to call it, is so cumbersome and convoluted.
Like, the UI itself it's an issue.
it's bad, yeah.
But the multiplayer UI, I was confused. Like, the moment me and you tried it out for the first time, I was already just like, wait, how do I change my character? Like, I put a coin in the rain. Oh, okay, the coin's in the rain. Why am I Mario?
We were just about to start, and I backed out. I go, wait a minute, you gotta switch your character. It's in the bottom right.
It's baffling to me. Like, in so many fighting games now, it's so straightforward. It's like, you go to a character select screen, you pick your map, you're done. I get that they're maybe trying to be cutesy with it, but it's just, the appeal of that only lasts for so long. And if you're looking to play this competitively, it's just cumbersome and annoying.
And as far as I can tell, there's no way to play with friends in AI online, which was another thing you could do in Smash 3DS and Wii U, and I believe Brawl.
Like I said, it's just weird to me that, like, the biggest Switch release of the year, and the reason why probably a lot of people are paying for the online service, and they did a game with pretty much less functionality when it comes to multiplayer stuff.
There's even, in Mario Kart, they have tournaments you can set up for whatever specific time frames. You can even do it for a weekend, I believe. But you just hand out the code for the tournament, and for whoever can join it and put up a score, and they're done. There's nothing like that. And Smash. The closest they have is an 8-player lobby system, which that's not even comparable.
Yeah, and like obviously things could change with future patches, or at least I hope they do. Because right now it is a monkey's paw of like, we got the best Smash game with all of the characters we all pretty much want, and now the multiplayer is kind of goofed.
I'm enjoying it immensely, and the single player is occupying me pretty much for hours on end, but once I'm done with all of that, which will take a while, admittedly, but once I'm done with all that, the online's just so bare bones.
Yeah, like if it's still in the same state a couple of months from now, after I've wrapped my head around all the single player stuff, if it's still like in the same situation it is now, I don't think it'll come back.
No, I mean, I'll always be playing Smash just because I really like it, but it's still going to be the same way I've been playing it for the past 20 years, which is offline.